government of unity that includes MK and EFF, and definitely not DA. Because if they do include DA in that government of national unity, that would be their demise.
If you dare include DA in that government of national unity, that will be your demise. That was the mother of Africa speaking, Mama Arikana Chiwimbori Kwao. Mama, may you live long to see Africa Day of Glory. May you live to see a day that your children all over Africa, all over the world, will be walking with pride to call themselves Africans. We thank God for giving us such a mother like you in this time of our history as children of Africa. As I said, may you live long to see the day, Africa Day of Glory. So yes, Mama was talking about the current situation in South Africa. We all know South Africa had their elections during the weekends, and then no party had the 50% to form a government. So there is a talk of a coalition, and there is serious pressure as we speak now mounting on ANC to form a coalition with what? DA. So Mama is warning you. This is not advice. Mama is warning you. Do not make that mistake, because if you dare do that, that will be your demise, because these people will always stand for themselves and not for you. Yeah, so that is it. I want us to go and watch the full video of the interview Mama had. But before we do that, please take time out of your busy schedules to support our mission, One African Mission. We are on a mission, and our mission is all about the unification of the African continent and the dignity of our race as children of Africa. How can we gain back our dignity as children of Africa? It's by...
We must unite now. We must have one army. We must have one currency. We must have one foreign policy. We must be united.
Uniting the continent of Africa, one military, one currency, one passport, and then one governmental system. That is the only way we can gain back our dignity as children of Africa. So please, if you appreciate what we are doing, then please support our mission. As we embark on this mission, we need your support. Please share what we are doing. If you appreciate it, share it to your friends. Pass your comments. As I keep saying, your comments are really important to us. For those of you who have been doing that, who have been sharing, and who have subscribed to our YouTube channel, you are really helping us, and then we really appreciate everything that you are doing for us. And for those of you who haven't really got time out of your busy schedule to subscribe, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. And also follow us on Facebook, One African Mission, on TikTok, One African Mission. We are on a mission until we see Satan run out of Africa, until we see, until we regain back our dignity as children of Africa. We are not stopping. But thank you very much for coming on. Please let us watch the video by the interview by Mama Arikana. Come back and analyze it.
South Africans need to realize that 30 years since independence, Black South Africans are still not going anywhere. The economic power continues to rest in the hands of the white people. And so what you saw during this election is a referendum on how ANC has performed to date. Something has got to give. I've often said, if the situation in South Africa is not equalized, there's going to be a more serious revolution taking place in South Africa. So those results are a warning to ANC to say, you better shape up. So I'm hoping that they can come up with a government of unity that includes MK and EFF, and definitely not DA. Because if they do include DA in that government of national unity, that would be their demise. South Africa must equalize the playing field. It's a warning to ANC that something needs to give. The people are demanding results. The people are demanding change. The people know better. The people know a country like South Africa has enough riches to make sure that everybody who lives in South Africa is comfortable. And so it should be a warning to other leaders as well.
Yes, so as you can, you hear, Mama is advising our people in South Africa, the government, especially the ANC, MK, and EFF. Because as we speak now, the world is watching you. Africa is watching you. The leadership of EFF, the leadership of MK and the leadership of ANC, Africa is watching you. The world is watching you to put aside your egos, whatever differences you may claim to have. After we don't even have differences. After all, we are all children of ANC. So whatever differences we claim to have, put it aside and let us realize or remember that just 30 years of political freedom, of political power, cannot or should not override 150, 170 years of brutal apartheid government that our people endured. So we cannot just because of 30 years we had political independence, throw everything away and then give it back to the same brutal apartheid regime. We cannot afford to do that. As we get into these coalition talks, we should remember that in Soweto, almost 180 school children give up their lives for us to get this political independence. We must remember that. As we get into this coalition, we should remember what our ancestors fought for us to gain this independence, political independence. As we go into this coalition, we should remember what Steve Biko stood for and what he died for, just for us to gain what we have today. We haven't really gotten to where we're supposed to be, that is economic freedom. And we, or you, the leadership today, it is upon you to also take decisions or sacrifice so that the next generation of South Africans can also benefit from what you sacrifice today, what you are sacrificing for them today. Because other people did it for you to be enjoying whatever political freedom or political power that you are enjoying in South Africa today. So we should put aside, or you should put aside whatever differences you think you may have. Today, it is South Africa first, not any political party. So do not make a mistake, as Mama Arikana advised you or warn you. Do not make mistake and then get into any coalition with DA. Because in a nutshell, that would be an insult to the spirit of those 150, almost 180 school children who laid down their lives for South Africa in Soweto. It will be an insult to the spirit of Nelson Mandela. It will be an insult to all the people who give up their freedom fighters, who went to the bush to fight against this brutal regime called apartheid. Do not compromise in any way to get into any coalition with DA. Because Mama warned you, that will be your demise. And you cannot afford to do that, because prosperity will be your best judge if you do that. History will judge you harshly if you dare get into a coalition with DA. We have been told that there has been a serious pressure on ANC to form a coalition with DA. And they know the reason why they are doing that. Because after you do that, they're going to force you, President Ramaphosa, to resign, maybe in 1 year time, and then they will have back South Africa. And we all know what they can do, what they are capable of doing. History have taught us what, just as I said, 30 years, we cannot just give up, because of 30 years, we cannot just forget about 150 years of brutal apartheid regime. Can we do that? Can we betray the spirit of Nelson Mandela? Can we betray the spirit of Steve Biko? And as I said, after South Africa, the world is watching you. The world is watching you. Africa is watching you. And you must make a decision that future generation will one day say, there was a time, very difficult time, that our leaders have to make a decision, and they took a decision in favor of us as children of South Africa. They put aside their egos, they put aside whatever differences they might have, and then they make a decision for the future, for our future, for the future of the unborn yet. Do not make a mistake and get into a coalition with DA. That is the advice that Mama Arikana Chiwumburi Kwao, the mother of Africa, has given to you people. I thank you very much for coming around. I'm your missionary brother Dubia Anzansi. Please, I keep pleading with you to join our mission, to support our mission. We are counting on you. We really appreciate those of you who have already supported us by sharing what we are doing. If you are watching this video and you appreciate what we are doing, please don't hesitate to share it. Also, please support us by subscribing to our YouTube channel. Don't just watch and don't just share. Please pass your comments. Your comments are very, very important to us. We are learning a lot from those of you who are passing your comments. We are honestly learning a lot, and your comments are really helping us to continue to do what we are doing. We are not stopping until we get Satan out of Africa. I thank you very much.